The first teaser for the Michael biopic dropped, and the world is buzzing about Jafar Jackson's incredible transformation. When I watched the Michael teaser, something felt different. Not just hype, details. Tiny moments only real MJ fans would catch. And the crazy part? Most people didn't even notice them. So let me show you the 5 things you definitely missed, because they changed the entire way I see this movie. In this video, I'm breaking down the 5 things you missed in the Michael teaser that prove this movie is being made for us. Detail number 1, the trio of lost thriller tracks. When I first watched the teaser, I thought that corkboard shot was just a quick visual, until I paused it. That's when things got interesting. At the 25-second mark, you see the usual thriller giants sitting on the board. Billie Jean, Beat It, Human Nature, nothing surprising there. But when you zoom in, the real magic shows up. 3 titles almost nobody talks about: Hot Street, Midas, and Paradise. These aren't random words. These are real thriller-era tracks that Michael recorded during one of the most intense creative periods of his life. All 3 were fast, funky, full-energy songs that didn't make the album. Not because they were bad, but because Thriller was already stacked with perfection. So when the filmmakers show these deep-cut titles, they're sending a message. They're telling us they're not making a surface-level biopic. They're showing the process, the experiments, the songs that shaped the legend. And honestly, only real MJ fans were ever going to catch that. Detail number 2, the Mama See, Mama Saw blueprint. This moment flashes by so fast that most people won't think twice, but if you're an MJ fan, it hits different. At the 16-second mark, before we even see Jafar's face, there's a close-up of a hand pinning a note on the board. And on that note, written exactly the way we've all chanted it for years, are the words, Mama Se Mama Sa Mama Kusa. Seeing that immediately pulled me in. That chant isn't just a lyric, it's history, it's controversy, it's energy. Michael lifted it from Manu Dibango's Soul Makossa, a 1972 African classic, and turned it into the heartbeat of Wanna Be Startin' Something. The whole world knows the line, but barely anyone knows its roots. So to see it here, raw and handwritten, tells you the filmmakers aren't just recreating songs, they're recreating moments of creation. The messy, brilliant ideas that later became iconic. And honestly, only the real fans would catch how special that little piece of paper really is. Detail number 3, the exact Motown 25 pose and the moonwalk. There's a moment in the teaser that made me stop everything. At the 58-second mark, we get that silhouette. The sequin jacket, the fedora, the single glove catching the light. At first glance, most viewers will think, oh, Billie Jean performance. But if you're a real MJ fan, you know exactly what this is. That stance, that tension in the pose, that lighting. It's Motown 25 down to the last detail. This isn't just a callback. This is the moment that changed Michael's entire life. Motown 25 was the night he moonwalked on live TV for the very first time. The night millions of people watched him stop being a star and turn into a phenomenon. And the teaser doesn't just reference it. They actually show the moonwalk being recreated. Including this scene tells you everything about the filmmaker's intentions. They're not skipping the milestones. They're honoring the exact moment the world met the king of pop. Detail number 4, the epic scale of the Victory Tour. There's a quick shot at the 20-second mark that a lot of people are going to shrug off, but real MJ fans will feel it instantly. The camera pulls back and we see a massive crowd packed into Dodger Stadium, and this isn't a random concert moment. This is a full recreation of the 1984 Victory Tour, one of the biggest and most complicated chapters in Michael's life. That tour was huge, record-breaking crowds, insane production value, and the final time all 6 Jackson brothers ever toured together. But it was also a turning point. Michael was already becoming the biggest artist in the world, and the tension between family, fame, and responsibility was at its peak. Seeing Dodger Stadium built out like this tells you the filmmakers aren't skipping the messy chapters. They're showing the transition from group star to global solo icon. And if you look closely, you can even spot references to set lists where Michael mixed Human Nature with deep cuts like This Place Hotel. They didn't just recreate a tour, they recreated a moment in his evolution. Detail number 5, the Q Studio banter. The last detail in the teaser isn't even visual, it's audio. And honestly, it might be the most emotional one for real MJ fans. At the 128 mark, as the screen fades to black, you hear this soft little exchange in the studio. Michael's voice asks, Q, can you lower the lights for me, please? Then Quincy Jones answers, okay, but remember, in here, keep those feet still, my man. Most people won't think twice about it. But if you know the MJ Quincy dynamic, this moment hits home. Michael was famous for dancing while recording. He couldn't help it. The music lit him up. Quincy always joked about trying to get him to stay still so the mic wouldn't pick up his movement. So hearing this tiny back and forth isn't just cute, it's real. It's authentic. It's the kind of detail only someone who respects their partnership would include. And it tells you the film isn't just recreating moments, it's recreating relationships. And honestly, that's what made this teaser hit me the most. It wasn't just the visuals or the hype, it was these tiny, intimate details that remind you this movie is being made for the real MJ family. The people who grew up studying his moves, memorizing his interviews, pausing videos frame by frame just to understand how his genius worked. If you caught even one of these moments, you're not just a fan, you're part of that legacy. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you hit like and subscribe because I'm dropping a full, complete teaser analysis in the next video. Scene by scene, every hidden detail, every reference, everything the world missed. Trust me, you don't want to miss that one. Stay tuned, we're only getting started.